So you know what's really funny. You know what's really funny. We were like last week. Hey, we should make a meme out of. Hey Jeff, do you remember to hit record? And we didn't do it, and I had to remember because I just hit record now, so we can actually put this up on YouTube. But yeah, no. The problem that I was having is, so I have two computers, my main gaming box, and I have my video production box, which is like, I don't know, 4, almost 5 years old at this point. And I was like, wouldn't it be great if I could just use that, and then I don't have to move all my fucking expensive equipment every time. But it was struggling so much that Nick was even way more out of sync than he usually is, just because of how we have to do the show. So, yeah,
You
that's why
might
the
have
delay.
you might have noticed on the announcement video over on the YouTube channel. It was a little. It looked like a bad Japanese dub.
It did. It
Welcome to the
really
YouTube
did.
thing.
It was pretty awful, pretty god
Yeah,
awful. And I have to
but
grab something.
we got around it. He's got to go grab something.
No, I need to grab it, which means I have to like I
Oh,
have to obscure from everyone what I'm doing real quick, and then I can fix it. Yeah,
yeah.
there
Now,
we
as you
go.
may have noticed, though, we got some fancy new transitions.
I fucking love that shit.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean, if there's one thing, ever since I think it's probably because we had Blair on as one of our first guests. Ever since then, the concept transitions has just been something we can't get enough of. Uh,
It's
so
true
that's
though.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, it's these wipes, they look a lot better than the sex they were born as, and
Fuck. God damn it.
which was just a hold screen. We'll be right back after we've cut the holes in the cardboard so that the kids can play like they're on a TV. Just sort of kick the screen out of an old plasma and stand behind it and just entertain whoever's in your living room and call yourself a YouTuber. It's kind of how shit's starting to get down to these days. I don't know
Oh my
about y'all.
god.
I need some wine. So it's been well, it's actually been kind of an eventful half week since we all last got together, wouldn't you all say?
Yeah, no, it's
Wait a
actually
second, and
been.
now, all right, I don't know if it's just Dieter fucking with me or not. He says his Nick's audio off.
It is a little
Oh,
off. It is a little off. You know what it is? It's the like the problem with it is ultimately because Skype has shitty network compression as well as having shit audio compression. It has shit network connection too. So I mean, we're all waiting for Discord to come out with fucking video chat.
save us. Yeah, to come
Yeah,
out and
to
save us
save
from
us.
the fucking perils and plights that are
Uh,
trying to stream with Skype.
Fucking hot trash, man. Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ. Mm,
Yeah, it's been fun. We do have some pretty interesting topics to cover today, as well
we
as
do.
also if you're part of the Discord right now. If you're in the Discord group and you're not there right now, or you're just whatever, just you go hop in. If you're interested, you just go jump on into the waiting room. At a certain point, we'll start picking numbers at random, and who knows, maybe you get to slide on in to the chat here, to the stream, to the conversation.
Yeah.
No planned guests today, but you
No.
never know. People
This
sometimes drop out of the sky.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Like
Weirder
those
things
guys
have
on that
happened.
United flight that one time back in '01, that shit just dropped right out of the sky. I don't know how many live streams they made it to, but
And I'm gonna have to shut down my Steam. Goodbye, Steam. There we go. Perfect. Nobody ever
Nah.
messages me except for when I'm starting to stream. I swear to Christ, it happens every time. It's so bizarre.
Stop the
Ugh.
ass kissing.
I've gotten a thing recently. I've taken to playing like one player. Yeah, it's just like, you spend all day on the internet doing dumb shit. It's like, I want to go away from people and kill fake people, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As soon as I sign into I'll like sign into a game, get in Metal Gear, and it'll just be like 6 or 7 messages all of a sudden, like PUBG, PUBG,
Yeah.
PUBG, hey,
Oh yeah.
PUBG. No, I'm killing fake Russians this time. Kill
Yes.
the real ones tomorrow.
Oh my God, man.
Me and Morgan Freeman. That's what we need. We need Morgan
Oh
Freeman.
yeah, fuck that whole Morgan Freeman video thing. Like that came out of fucking
Mhm.
nowhere. There was like no warning that that was gonna happen. Like, boom, here's Morgan Freeman being like, America, we must be
We are at
fighting the
war.
Russians.
We are at war with the Russians. It is actually a clean glass. It's just a little bit of oxygen that was in there, looking all strange.
Andy
Yeah.
Dufresne crawled through 100 yards of liquid shit to freedom.
Only to climb out and end up voting for Donald Trump. Not sure we'll ever get over that.
I feel
Poor
you.
old Andy spent too long getting rammed in the pooper chute to know how to make a good political decision when he got out. No, it's just the continuation. I mean, like this, I mean, for one thing, what was the Emmys? That thing was a virtue signal fuckfest.
Oh, Christ.
All things that are entertaining or supposed to be entertaining are now tainted and just part of this insipid culture war now, right?
Mhm.
We can't get away from it. There's a whole controversy about the new Star Trek where they're saying that they modeled the Klingons after Trump voters, and now all kinds of people are praising the first black Star Trek lead because they've never heard of Deep Space fucking Nine.
I know. And you know what's even worse too is the woman who is going to be the lead. She was like one of the one who was like, this is so big for us, so big for black people because now there's a black starship captain. Like, what the fuck? How could you accept the role of a Starfleet captain and not know anything about fucking Star Trek?
Yeah,
God,
I mean,
fucking damn it.
I'm pretty sure Cisco literally saved the universe at one time.
Several times over, I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, and beyond and a lot of people like, oh, Janeway was a diverse female captain on Voyager. Fuck Voyager. I'm gonna say that openly right here and now. Fuck Voyager. It was dull. Janeway was unlikable, in my humble Trekkie opinion. But all the same, I mean, this. I don't know. I'm part of me's wondering because if there's one thing we know, it's that whenever these shows or movies come out, to the rounds of applause from the woke Hollywood elites and such, and all the critics love it, no one's gonna fucking wanna bother with it.
No.
And I hope it's a good show. I always hope whenever there's a new show coming out that's in the realm of something I'm interested in, I genuinely hope it's gonna be good. Same thing like with the new Doctor Who, female Doctor. I really hope she kicks ass in the role. I hope
so too. I hope so too.
But I've got this sneaking suspicion this is going to be a one-season Star Trek show.
It might. It really, really might. I mean, you know, why do they keep going backwards? That's the thing that always drives me crazy. Like, so they did Enterprise, and it's a prequel, and it was awful. And it didn't work. It didn't fucking work. Why would you do it again? Why? Why would you do that? I don't fucking understand.
Well, I mean, is this a prequel? Is this after Enterprise?
I think it's after Enterprise, but before the original series.
But before the original, okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really fucking nothing period of time, too.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm very, very troubled by this whole bullshit. It is pissing me off.
Well, see, the thing is, I mean, one of the things that's bothering the shit out of me, too, and this was something I remember, it kind of relates to something I remember covered in the film Side by Side, which was a documentary Keanu Reeves made about the move to digital photography and cinema. And he said that, I think it was Scorsese's take on it, was that it's a good thing in that all of the brilliant pieces of art, which could have never been made due to cost restrictions and such before,
Sure.
can now be made. The downside being is that if you want to find them, you're going to have to wade through even deeper swamps of absolute shit in order to find them.
Yeah.
And that
That's
being
true.
the case, but when you think about what like modern Hollywood television film writing is shaping up like, how it's constantly being invaded in the same way journalism and academia were by these ideologues with no actual talent. They just want to find a way to make this thing about their particular political fetish.
Right.
Well, it's just like, I mean, there's got to be good screenwriters out there.
Kleenex in the chat had a really, really good idea. Why don't, like, okay, we've had young Kirk, we've had prequels and you know, all this kind of shit, the reboots. Why not a young Picard? Why not, like, don't make it, obviously can't be the captain, but have a different captain, something interesting, do something wild with it. But a young Picard, at least that way you have a tie-in to the most iconic out of all this series, in my opinion. And that way you can still do kind of a prequel-ish, but you don't have to go so fucking far back that it's still not topical with all the things that people love. Like, you can,
young Riker.
or young Riker. Well, it didn't work. They were trying to do young Riker as the main character of Next Generation, but everybody thought Patrick Stewart was just the coolest person on the planet, because he is.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so that's pretty much how it happened, you know.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be Riker's show, more or less, huh?
It absolutely was, and eventually, he didn't trend as hard as Picard did, or as much as Data did, you know, and so it mostly became like Picard and Data, this series, for a while, and then Worf got really popular, and then Worf moved over to DS9, and he was wildly
Yeah.
popular, and then they turned him into a giant fucking pussy, so, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's I mean, it's funny too because like Patrick Stewart didn't even think the series was gonna work. But then again, like they didn't. To them at the time, Star Trek was just this campy fucking show from the '60s that ran for a season and a half or 2 seasons.
Yeah, wait, which one?
The original. It only ran for like 1 or 2, right?
I think I wanted to say 3, but I think it was only 2. But I
Yeah.
think, like, the second season or something was, like, extremely long. There was, like, a fuck ton of episodes or something. I can't remember. They're saying 3 in the chat. That sounds about right. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think...
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think with Discovery though, I don't think that the star, the lead, I think she's the first mate because I'm pretty sure Michelle Yeoh is playing the captain.
I think she dies.
Dies.
Like, probably in, like, the first or second episode or something like that. I think that's basically how they've been hinting that it's going to end up being. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we've ever had that as a trope in Star Trek before. Oh no, the captain died, so I have to take over. It's not like it's tired at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you know, one of my I think maybe one fear that I have for the show more than it being like full of very obvious political messaging though is looking at the trailer. There's like, you know, the big trailer they released.
Yeah.
It's like we're at war. What the fuck are you talking about? No, you're not. No, you're fucking not. Well, you're gonna battle fucking Klingons, and my fear is that it's gonna turn into one of these sort of Michael Bay style, fucking like constant action, you know,
Sure.
shuttle chases through the interiors of starships and shit.
Well, let me ask you, how'd you feel about the J.J. Abrams reboots?
They were entertaining,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
But hard to care about. Like really hard. Like it's like
Zachary Quinto was good though.
Quinto was good. Honestly, I really thought all of the performances were good by and large, with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions.
But it's an action movie. It's not really Star Trek.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it's entertaining, but I mean, I was annoyed as fuck with the first one, especially because to me, and this is just my sci-fi writer side coming out. Especially when it comes to established canons and shit. If you were going to take over an established universe, right, and you want to do some daring new things with the old history of it, going with we slipped through a time slip, multiple dimensions. It's the fucking cheapest fucking way to get to it. It just felt like such a cheap device. And at the end of the series, at the end of the first film, so you got Leonard Nimoy basically showing up to give his blessing to this universe monstrosity going on. and then what happens? It's like, oh yes, by the way, everything's gonna be different now. Have fun, JJ. Hope you don't last for 3/4 of the storyline you've got in mind, and then bail, leaving it to clueless writers without a plan, like you did with that other thing that made you famous. That wonderful show, shit ending, and there's no reason anyone should forgive you, but they do. Oh, I lost it. I can't think of it.
I mean, really, when it comes down to it, here's how I can basically sum up the new rebooted movies. Everything that I wanted them to do with Star Trek after we've had such a huge gap and the huge disappointment of Enterprise, that was not it. And when I watch those movies, I don't feel like I'm watching a Star Trek movie at all. It doesn't feel like Star Trek. It doesn't translate like Star Trek. But you're right. The performances are extremely strong. Very, very strong.
It's entertaining.
It's very
entertaining as fuck.
But it's not fucking Trek. And I worry that this new show is going to go off of that and not the originals. And if that is the case, that means that Star Trek is dead.
Yeah, I mean, I swear to Christ, if if what's her name from Walking Dead there ends up defeating a fleet of like Romulans by playing a classic Beastie Boys track. Spoilers for the last movie.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, I mean, on that like that itself. I mean, and this is gonna be spoilers for anyone who hasn't
It was
seen
entertaining. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining, but it's like we need to beat this giant swarm of attack ships. So you know what we're gonna do it with? The same Beastie Boys song that we opened the first movie with. Hey, you like that? In the writing world, we call that bringing it back around again in the cheapest fucking way possible. Except, well, the irony being that it was probably exceptionally expensive because sabotage, the rights to sabotage, can't be cheap. So, the fuck.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you couldn't
true.
have spent that money to hire better writers.
Well, hey, we got a Streamlabs donation from Wonder Why. Jeff, if I knew it was going to be lonely, I would have asked you to cremate me instead. I have no idea what that's in reference to, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's get on with the news. Fuck it. Let's see.
That's
Let's see.
true, that's true.
Let's see what's been going on in the world.
Well, we do got a couple more. I mean, that was what, ideological limbo there.
Did we get another one?
Well, I'm seeing on the screen Tickle Trunk, Buck, and Wondery have all thrown something at us.
Oh, those are all from 7 days ago.
Why are they on the screen?
Because that's just how the widget works on Twitch and Streamlabs. Yeah.
All right,
Just
yeah.
saying.
Well, we do have some news stories for you. I know you guys got 1,000 choices if you're gonna sit around listening to a couple dickheads talk nerd culture shit.
Right.
I can't wait until somebody invites me to be a headline act on a cruise.
Let's get into the news. First one up is we got Spanish police storm Catalan government buildings to stop independence referendum. So you told me about this. I had not heard about this. This is fucking wild. Tell me about this.
Well, it's pretty crazy, and I mean, I'll just go through some of the articles so anybody who hasn't seen it can catch up. So this is from the Independent. Spanish National Police have stormed ministries and buildings belonging to Catalonia's regional government to put a stop to the region's independence referendum. Now, for those who are not familiar, Catalonia, in terms of like an area of Spain, always had very strong desire to be autonomous. They've been, fighting or discussing their autonomy and their independence from Spain itself for a long time. And it's starting to look, probably I would guess, and I haven't followed it too closely, but I would go as far as guessing it probably has a lot to do with all the economic woes and malaise throughout Europe, and especially Spain, which has been hit rather hard.
Yeah.
But the Guardia Civil, which acts as the authority with Madrid's interior ministry, is searching for evidence regarding the planned October 1st referendum on Catalan independence, which Spain's constitutional court has declared illegal. So already we've got a national government telling. This is effectively, I mean, someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is kind of similar to if Texas or California in the modern context decided that they wanted to secede and become their own nation, and then suddenly the Supreme Court decides that that's illegal, you can't do that. The national government in Spain has effectively decided that Catalan, despite the autonomy that it's given, which they're trying to roll back,
Right.
Shouldn't even be able to have this referendum. Now, in the early morning hours, armed officers arrived at various Catalan ministries, including the Economy Department, Foreign Affairs Department, Social Affairs Department. Spanish media reports at least 12 Catalan officials are said to have been arrested, including the chief aide to Catalonia's Deputy Prime Minister, Josep Maria Jove. The arrests come as the mayors of Catalan towns who backed the referendum were yesterday questioned by state prosecutors.
Wow, dude.
Pro-independence crowds have formed outside the regional ministries in support of the provincial government and in protest against the raids and searches. Speaking at lunchtime, Carles Puigdemont, you see the name, right?
Puigdemont.
Yeah, the president of the Catalonian government said
French.
that the Spanish government had de facto suspended home rule in the province, which has kind of been the norm there. So, yeah, it's pretty wild. It is sort of funny, especially too. I say funny, but so in the midst of all of the Brexit debates and woes and all of that going on, and like you've still got a bunch of people saying we need to belong to Europe. You've got Spain almost literally falling apart on a political level and having to resort to sending police at the behest of the central national government to go and quash the independence desires of an autonomous region. So
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. You know, the thing that I always wonder about in these types of things too is like, I mean, obviously, it's a big, huge fucking gaffe, and it's an embarrassment to any country's standing in the world if they can actually lose a piece of territory. Nobody wants that to happen. But I also wonder about like what kind of strategic resources Catalonia has. What are the pros for or cons against? You know, that type of thing.
Well,
And like what is the, aside from just a sense of nationalism, is there a really strong argument for absolutely positively no, you cannot secede away?
well, I mean, there's an interesting thing to note too, though, because you know, it's like a lot of other places throughout the world. We see a nation with a singular border, and we think to ourselves, "Oh, well, they're that nation." But I mean, you're familiar with the Basque people, right?
The Basque people?
Yeah, the Basque.
No, I don't think I am.
B-A-S-Q-U-E. Okay, well, it's interesting. The Basque are an ethnic minority who live in Spain. If I'm not mistaken, they live in the northern portion of Spain, with on the border of France. Now, even genetically, they are notably different than your ordinary Spaniard. And I've heard it said, I believe that they oftentimes carry an extra chromosome, although I can't confirm that. Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna double check that. I mean, that might have just been something that used to be.
They got to be pretty fucked up if they have an extra chromosome.
Oh no! I think it's the Y. That's right. Yeah, the place of the Basques in the European Y chromosome. Their Y chromosome, I believe, is a little. It's just like notably different. Something in their chromosome makeup.
Weird.
Yeah, but I mean, so like actually, the Basque for a long time actually oftentimes spawned what we'd regard as terrorist cells.
Really?
Oh yeah, no, the Basque and the Basque Spanish situation is a very, very old, long-running ethnic conflict, wherein the Basque want independence and autonomy in their own way, yet, yeah, and I mean, they get some nutty fucking separatists.
How do you know so much about Spain?
I studied Spanish a lot in high school and college, and
Wow.
well, also, I mean, Spain's been at the center of like ideological, partisan, political divides forever. I mean, if you take continental Europe as a whole, and you had to pick one place that political radicals are likely to come from, Spain's a much better bet than, say, Germany or France or Belgium or Denmark.
I was gonna say like Greece or any of the Mediterranean countries, which I guess Spain counts as Mediterranean country. Yeah. Weird.
Oh, it's an interesting thing too. You ever and you know, this came up in. Do you remember the film Munich?
Yeah.
There was actually a portion where there's a part where they're posing, the hit squad there are posing as terrorists that are meeting up with some Palestinian terrorists.
Yeah.
And they keep saying ETA, 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 ETA. That's the Basque separatist movement, because at the time, the Palestinian, the PLO and their various affiliates were working sometimes with ETA, I guess it was, the Basque separatists, because, you know, solidarity and common struggle and all that.
That's crazy. I had no idea. I feel like such an ignorant fucking American now. What the fuck?
Well, Spain doesn't speak English, so we're taught, you know, largely to not pay as much attention. It's kind of like Scroobius. You know, it's like Pip. It's like Scroobius Pip said, "Thou shalt pay as much attention to tragedies that happen in non-English speaking countries as those that happen in English-speaking countries."
So, Base Mama says, if you think regular Spaniards are spicy, tell a Basque separatist that they're basically Spanish. Holy shit. It'll be the loudest, most aggressive history lesson of your life. I would say try and tell a Tongan that he's basically Polynesian, and it would probably be pretty bad, too. That'd be pretty fucking bad.
Try telling a Finn that they're actually Danish.
Yeah, no.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Go ahead and shit on the Basque. I mean, the worst thing they do is kill people.
I think Base Mom is actually from. I think she was saying she's from Basque ancestry. Actually, that's wild. Oh well. So yeah, there's a geography, socio-political, Spanish, and history lesson for you guys. See, we're not all about just getting drunk and shitposting. Sometimes you come here to learn.
Yeah, we're here to give you off the cuff what I vaguely remember from previous lessons and conversations, then didn't feel like studying it afterwards, but retain enough.
Damn right.
Talk on the internet about it. If there's one thing we know, it's people who think they know enough to talk on the internet about topics are never wrong.
That's right.
Now we do have some more news though, because honestly, like from where are we going next? What's next? On the docket?
Let's go to the researcher.
Mm-hmm.
I have the video, but let's look at the article first before we watch the video.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead and give this one a read.
Okay, so Christian researcher claims that the Rapture starts on Saturday, which is really unfortunate because we're supposed to do a show the next day. There's yet another doomsday date approaching, with some claiming that the rapture will start on Saturday. That's when certain Christians will get sucked up into heaven while the earth descends into a chaotic tribulation period for those who are left. Several videos about the supposed coming cataclysm are going viral with similar claims, including the trippy clip above showing some kind of space queen giving birth in front of a 7-headed moon lizard. Let's watch the clip!
I love moon lizards.
I do too. I'm a big moon lizard guy, guys.
We are pro moon lizard here.
We are. We don't judge. We're all about moon lizards.
Yep. Well, I'm sold already.
Ooh.
So I want to bang that EU flag model.
With the moon under her feet and a crown of 12 stars on her head.
Oh shit, I already banged her and look at what happened. This is why I don't make, decisions on my own.
That's some really conveniently soft sand for her to drop her knees into, I just have to say.
Listen, man, I mean, it's kind of funny that she's got 12 stars floating above her head and she was drifting around in space, yet it's the grain quality of the sand that he loses you with. So
I'm a picky guy.
Whoa.
Okay, I need to clear something up before we keep going. Moon Jews are not lizards, all right, guys. Before you start going all crazy, being like the Moon Jews are no, the Moon Jews they ranch moon lizards.
Mm-hmm.
They're very good ranchers.
Yeah, much in the same way that regular Earth Jews look at all of you as pets and vermin. Well, the Moon Jews look at the star lizards as I mean, it's it's no different than those episodes of Futurama when you went and met Amy Wong's family and you found out that they were the first Taiwanese ranchers on Mars.
Chinese, I think. Yeah.
Shh. Don't correct me about ethnicities. It's
Not
racist.
in front of the audience.
In front of the actual racists, Jeff. The literal Hitlers. 7 heads and 10 horses, 7 crowns. That's a cumbersome fucking lizard.
Okay, I gotta tell you, if any crazy ass bitch tries to come in and fuck your moon lizards, you are by moon law, you are right to shoot them. I
think it's also worth pointing out because he's such a good friend of the show. Now, you guys might have noticed a little drop off in the upload schedule of Undoomed. Well, listen, the guy's got serious work to do, like throwing back 3/5 of a bottle of whiskey and then agreeing for some reason to make 7-headed dragons for this video. Yeah. This is original Undoomed art here. This is blackout drunk, wake up to a PayPal payment, and then vaguely piece together why it's there, and then just resign yourself to what you agreed to do. Oh, God damn it. I'll make you. I ironed.
Wait, so God abducted her child? He's just like, give me that shit.
I'm still more confused why he's gonna rule the whole world, and they're just gonna give him like an iron scepter. Like, what if he's got skin allergies, and it just keeps turning his fucking hand green?
Oh God, I can't hold this iron scepter. I have an iron allergy. Oh Jesus.
This is why fucking Christian prophecies are always so goddamn lame. Nobody thinks about, like, you know, the skin allergies, and maybe Shlomo doesn't handle shellfish as well as he used to anymore. Let's keep this in mind as we go forward. What's going to happen when God abducts my child? Is he going to leave a contact number? How am I going to know what my child is even doing?
You know, I come from a proud family of musicians. You better be putting that baby in Juilliard, God, okay?
And 2 hours of TV or computer a day, no more. Otherwise, they get the ad. You know, the ad with the H2 sometimes. I don't need that in my life. This is also why there are no real Jewish prophecies anymore, because it took them so goddamn long to get to what was actually going to happen.
Moon Juilliard. Chemical Serenity in the chat. Moon Juilliard.
That was well played.
Thank you. Yes. No, well done. Well done.
Trigger happy. Did Darren Aronofsky make this shit? It is kind of seeming like it, isn't it?
It is.
Let's see if it leaves you unfulfilled. Then you'll know.
Yeah. You know, it's the end times when you see a giant fucking lion shitting out a woman across the sky, I tell you what.
I just have to start reviewing what it was I had eaten that day. Just be like, where did I get dosed today? I'm familiar with this feeling. I've seen this kind of shit before.
This is what happens when you eat ghost peppers. You start hallucinating this shit.
Like, wait, I really need to stop. I really need to stop this habit of stopping by every dung heap I see and eating whatever growths I find. It's getting a little confusing.
Oh, shit.
Why do I wish I had a beak? I gotta give him props on the soundtrack.
Yeah, dude, I'm getting pumped. I know,
dude. This is some like fucking cinematic shit. Technoax, if you're watching, like, give us some of this shit. We'll get creative with it. We'll even put it to some biro animations.
Oh yeah, dude. No, we'll put some like vocals in it, like Moon Juice. Moon Juice.
Yeah. There.
Moon Juice. Yeah, I'm loving this shit, dude.
So yeah,
ooh.
If you guys, in case you guys forgot it, just quick refresher before we get through the last half of this thing. The world's ending on Saturday. So you don't need to DVR Rick and Morty.
Nope.
Don't even worry about it.
You don't even need to worry about your bank account, so you can just Streamlabs all of it to us.
Yeah, honestly, I've got like I'd really like to at least go to my grave knowing that you know, I paid my last child support bill in full. Like, they can't get me when I'm dead as long as I pay up.
I need a pile of hookers for me in memory before the world ends, I tell you what. Oh, I need more wine for this. Are we mixing? We're mixing some prophecies here, though, because, like, okay, so she's the Virgin Mary, the baby. So Satan is the dragon. The male child is Jupiter.
Are you trying to tell me you think this muffin's crazy?
Jupiter?
I mean, well, also we're getting a biblical style prophecy out of somebody who's saying that he figured it out because you can look at the constellations in the sky. When Wheat Girl follows Leo the zebra across the sky towards Wisconsin, you will know that the Lord's and his rapture has come for you. And here's some fucking car chases and explosions to make this whole video fit with the music some more.
So the new... Oh, fuck. So
honestly, if you close your eyes while you watch this video, by the way, if you close your eyes and just listen to the music, you get all kinds of pumped for next year's summer blockbuster, and you're the one coming up with it. You're just like, car does a fucking kickflip off a bridge in LA. All of a sudden, there's like rocket launchers on a motorcycle shooting down a fucking living tornado filled with sharks. And fuck yeah, man, why are there Transformers here? I don't know. Holy shit.
I think the chat's onto something. I think you have named a new birth sign, Zebro.
Zebro, yeah.
I was born under the sign of Zebro. It means
Leo the Zebro.
It means I'm very pernicious. I'm a little stingy, but I'm giving to my family. But the thing that's driving me crazy though is this is supposed to be a Christian prophecy, right? And the child that's going to be born is the king god of the Romans who killed Jesus.
Are you trying to accuse Christianity of ripping off a whole bunch of religions that came before it? Because that would just be like every other atheist video out there.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
what?
Maybe if you read up on Spain a little more often, you'd be a little more with it.
I need to pray to Zebro to give me guidance.
Yeah, no. Study the Catalan Revolution.
Yeah. What did they rip this off of? What TV show?
Oh
what
my god,
movie?
This actual movie shit now. I'm so happy. I'm fulfilled.
What the? Oh my god. Oh, I don't even know what this is from.
Hey guys, you remember that spin-off NYPD Blue that was set in LA? Directed by Michael Bay that lasted for 2.5 episodes? No, me neither.
Who is this low-rent fucking crackhead out wannabe fucking Dennis Leary?
He's Michael Madsen's Downsy cousin.
Tag Madsen. His name is Tag. There's never been anybody named Tag who was smart.
Tag Madsen. Look at the cigarette butts again. Now figure it out.
Here's Jesus. I don't know.
Here's the big problem with this section here is that, so they're focusing on this cop who keeps looking at this handful of cigarette butts on the ground that are dancing, right? Meanwhile, a shit ton of white phosphorus falls on the crowd, and then they somehow get sucked up into the sky, and he's just like, but these cigarette butts. The whole time, though, you got two things you're supposed to be thinking. One is, in a world where fucking everyone turns into fairies from The Legend of Zelda and disappears out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, you're supposed to be like, well, all right, so this cop here, he's, going to be the one guy who sorts it all out. And then you're like, wait a second, it's the end time, so this cop's fucking irrelevant because he dies like everybody else. And then you realize the cop is still there watching all the good people go off to heaven, so is he on the take? Is he they rescue, we managed to free 8 child sex slaves. I know, the manifest said 9, but that's because these smugglers don't know math.
Our chat is the best chat ever. They named him right away, and Dater got him, and a few other people got him too. His name is David A.R. White, and he was in such great ones as God's Not Dead, Revelation Road, and Jerusalem Countdown. Great!
I'll have you guys know I'm actually friends with the casting directors from God's Not Dead.
Oh, okay.
Was that you, Rod Nepard?
Was that the man?
I think you saw him.
Was that the man?
I think that was him.
That does almost look a little bit like Gerard Depardieu. But I
All right, I
think
got to
it is.
reevaluate this whole atheism thing now.
I know. If the man Gerard, can get behind this biblical prophecy, I might have to reevaluate as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we here at the YouTube
He's
Saints.
not. Oh, he's not fat enough. Sorry, I saw like Tickle Trunk saying like he's not. I thought it said he's not that fat, and I'm like, how? Oh, he's not fat
No,
enough.
he's right. He's not fat enough. No, that's not Gerard. Okay, we're fine.
All
Moon,
right. There's still no God. Let's
Moon
finish this.
Depardieu.
Gerard Depardieu.
And I was just about to say, yeah. Goddamn, man. Goddamn.
Private dickhead. God damn. Everyone who was doing laundry or driving vehicles went to heaven. Everybody else was fucking right off. White phosphorus. White phosphorus.
Yeah. The clothes falling down. It's like rain.
Oh my god.
On your
yeah,
rapture day.
Well, who's this lady on the phone here? She looks. Who's she calling?
I don't know. A medium to speak to Zebro. I don't know.
She's probably calling her dealer to complain. It's like I
didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this.
I didn't mean extra strength. I just wanted something to take the edge off. What's happening? All the good people going to heaven. What does that mean?
Oh fuck.
That means you don't need to call me no more.
Oh god. Oh, this hurts so good.
Yeah, I have it now.
God? What's going on?
I have his number?
Yeah, I do. Eve, oh. That's what we call a metaphor, guys. It's a metaphor.
September 23rd. Prepare to meet the unmeetable.
Faithful servants are paranoid. What the fuck? Oh my god.
They're ever watchful, these servants. It's like, oh, I lived my whole life. I finally got my reward. What is it? Serving and worshiping God more. Wait, isn't that what you did the whole time? Yes, and now I get to do it forever.
Hooray! I'm so happy. God
That's
damn.
it, yes. It's I gotta say, you know, and like I fuck it because it's a stream, and you know what? Maybe somebody will take issue with it somewhere else. But I always love that notion of, and we're not gonna dwell on this too much, I hope. But yeah, you always get in with it. You always get in. It's usually Catholics. Usually these like Dean Esme style apology types, like just these real creeps who are like, listen, all because we don't have a word that literally translates into Sharia in English here. You know, I think. You know, I'm not going to say I don't want that for my children. Oh, that's great, Dean. That's fantastic. Why don't you drag another movement down with you? But at the same time, you get these people who are like, morality can't exist without God. And like, you know, you need God. So wait a second. All your good, the whole way you live your life, like all the good shit you do just to make him happy and avoid him getting pissed with you. And you avoid doing bad, horrible shit.
Yeah.
So that he won't get pissed at you. Do you know what kind of morality that is? Because that's not even slave morality. That's a Nietzschean thing. That's the morality of the good boy. That's the dog that didn't shit on the carpet. Right?
Good boy.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
I'm a
Go
good
in your
boy.
crate and die 20 years before I do.
You know, the thing that always drives me crazy too is like, if you can't have morality without God, why are there so many priests that like to fuck kids?
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's just fucking, yeah, it's and the thing I love too is we always get these apocalyptic end timers. Now I know that these crackpots are not representative of the majority of believers. Most people just are like, hey, I believe this shit because well, I was raised to, it makes me feel good, gives me an assurance. You know, it's not fucking with me. It like helps the world fuck with me less. And I look at people who spend all their time letting the world fuck with them, they seem pretty fucking miserable. So if I gotta be a little silly about this one thing, I'll do it. That's fine. But when you see shit like this, you're reminded that it is an apocalyptic blood cult. It's about life on Earth doesn't matter. Your life doesn't matter. Your actions only matter in as far as what God thinks about them. Oh, and by the way, the world's gonna fucking end, and I can't wait for it. Cause all you motherfuckers, all you sinning sons of bitches out there, all y'all are gonna burn. You know what I'm gonna be doing? My holy duty up in heaven, saying fuck y'all. Ha ha ha. I'm up here where I gotta clean the toilets now, but I'll be back.
Base Mama has a good point. It's not valid. Their percentage of pedophile priests are congruent to the representation of the general population. And you're right. You're absolutely right. I'm not saying, well, if you're a priest, you're going to become a pedophile. What I'm saying is, it's an argument against the whole idea that you can only be a moral person if you are a Christian or if you believe in God. Because, well, that's just obviously not demonstrably true. Because if that was true, we wouldn't have any kitty diddler priests.
But at the same time,
saying.
But at the same time, Zebrews.
That's true. That's true. Zebrews, I've never
that's
heard.
Way more important than kids getting molested.
I've never heard of a Zebrew, a devout Zebrew, ever diddling a kid. I've never heard of that. I don't think it's ever happened.
That's because they're all on the fucking moon, and there aren't any kids on the moon.
Wow,
that's true. They're too light. The gravity's not strong enough to hold them to the surface. They float away.
Zebrews. God damn it. It happened again. Fucking something
the Zebrew fate.
Yeah, no.
The moon Zebrews. Zebrarians.
We got another Streamlabs here. We got I love your fucking name. Every time you fucking tip us out, I fucking start giggling like a dipshit. Mr. Tickle Trunk. It's the best fucking name in the world. Says, how can they be watchful if they're no longer fucking there? 100 head desks. Well, see, that was just pretend. It was just for the TV show.
Just to add a little spice in your life, you know?
Magasaurus Rex is hosting us. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that.
The faithful servants are watchful, and they are judging you, even though they were told by the guy who gave them the job not to be judgmental.
Yup. All right, so which one should we go for next? Should we go for a whole lot of shaking going on, or for Dirty Cop?
At this point, I want to see the watchful servants of God unionize, and then let that be the story, because then they get the contract with management. All of a sudden, it's like, well, how watchful do we need to be? Now, the choices we have are what again?
A whole lot of shaking going on, or hungry policeman.
Let's go with the hungry one, because that's just a quick, easy thing. This is a wonderful, short, little weird fucking article I found. You know, if you actually look up the weird news sections, well, no, it's not even anything particularly genius or anything, but basically the story breaks down to a guy in New Mexico was wanted by police for smacking a motherfucker and stealing his green chili burger and then running the fuck off. That's the kind of crime I want to hear about.
Well, it's not like he's going to hang out. He's not going to be like, psh, give me that burger and now watch me eat it. Like, no.
Yeah, well, I would. I'd be like, that's my burger.
He's going to just get the fuck out.
Yeah, but no, I mean, like the way that's written, because the only thing they know is that he stole a green chili burger, which I gotta wonder why the guy specified. They talked to the witness. It's like, yeah, he rolled up and smacked me in the face, and then he stole my green chili burger and ran away. And the Associated Press, whoever the fuck responded to take the statements, like, what was his name? I forgot, but he got a green chili burger. Do you think that had anything to do with why he was attacked, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to put it in the article and let the reader be the fucking snoops on this one. Go Sherlock this shit. Find out if there's like a run on green chili burgers. Maybe it was some Breaking Bad shit. There was some meth hidden in that burger and it wasn't meant for him. Nobody orders that shit.
I thought that a policeman slapped somebody and stole the burger. Like, that would have been way better. Way better.
No, well, this is New Mexico. You gotta wait for that to come out of Arizona.
And Santa Fe, yeah, Santa Fe is pretty weird. Witnesses say Frazier also had a belt around his neck. You know, it's the latest style. You know, it's what they're wearing for fall.
Don't judge a man trying to get a job and trying to feed his family with chili burgers, all because he can't afford a necktie. Maybe he never had a dad to teach him how to do one. But he's like, well, you know what? I mean, I got the same kind of thing around. There you go.
Green chili burgers are the only food good enough for Zebro.
Damn There we go.
There
I
you
love
go.
that there's lore already. There's an actual mythology forming here on this midweek show, and it's a good thing though too. Yeah, when the digital backups of these are found by the alien races who ultimately come to this barren planet to check it out after the son of Jupiter decides he's just going to incinerate everybody with white phosphorus, which is what I got from that last video, by the way. Might have not been paying a whole lot of attention, but then again, when do I ever? But with that, after that shit goes down and the alien races come here to find out what happened, it's good that they will know about the lore and legend of Zebro and the Zebrus who followed his teachings from the moon to teach Earth Jews how best to enslave and then genocide the white man. I'm liking this.
Not really for any real reason, just for fun. Just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun and just to trigger some people.
Oh my god!
It was just a meme.
Fuck, dude. This is like I'm almost getting high from laughing so much about that fucking Zebro shit. It's fucking ridiculous.
It's a good mythology.
All Zebro communion is done with green chili burgers. Write that down. We need, you know what? Somebody start a fucking wiki for this shit, will you? Like, for fuck's sake. Like,
honestly, yeah, you know what? I mean, let it be the new Kekistan, except let it be like Kekistan for like the alt center. And the alt center's like, yeah, man, you gotta be like Zebro.
No. See, no, Kekistan.
Black and white and not real.
Kekistan is an ethnicity. The religion of Zebro is a faith.
Well, the Zebrus founded. No, I'm not even. No, we're not even associating.
No, this needs to be something different, something totally different. Yeah, we need somebody to draw Zebro. We really do.
Oh no, we need Zebro fan art immediately, and I will get to work on getting the tax exempt status.
Okay, so he's gonna hold a green chili burger in one hand. On the other hand, he's gonna hold. Let's see. We need something. We need something. Not an iron scepter. That's lame. That's for Jupiter.
The Patreon logo.
Yeah.
Yep. I think we got it. Yep. So
oh fuck.
Here we need Zebro painted masterfully. You know, if you can do wood carving and you want to do like a Franciscan style wood carving. You know, we're not afraid to steal from Catholics here. But yeah, Zebro holding something in one hand and the Patreon symbol in the other. I don't remember what Jeff said, but what'd you say?
I don't know.
See, it wasn't that important. So he's got the Patreon symbol in one hand and what?
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
green chili burger. That's
and
right,
a green chili burger. Yeah. The holy food of Zebro. Okay, fuck.
Yeah, we may have not made that much money thus far, looking at you, audience.
Whatever, fuck it.
But we did establish a new religion.
We did.
Which no one will actually follow, but we'll make people respect it regardless.
Hey, somebody did tip us out, and this is a devout Zebro right here, so let's check it out. From Wonder Why. This donation brought to you by Zebro National 100% Moon Lizard Franks. Zebro National, we answer to the higher authority.
Okay. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. See now
yes.
There's another thing.
Good.
We need a logo for that company so that somebody can go and start that company.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm liking that. Yeah, the Zebrus, the ancient Zebrus are pleased with your offering.
Can the official hymn of Zebro be Africa by Toto?
I was thinking any Erykah Badu song. Actually.
No. Toto is so good. Toto is so good. Oh my god, I love Toto.
Yeah, but if you use like Africa, well then you're already setting yourself up for like ethnic conflict and cleansing.
Yeah, but at the same time, if we pick Africa by Toto, maybe we can get like some wingnut awesome fucking musician to like help us make a Zebro song based on Africa. That would be fucking great.
No, actually, I don't hate to say this. I think it's actually really just. I think there's only one man who could actually write the proper hymnal anthem for Zebrism. Zebroism,
Zebroism.
and that's Byro.
Yeah, no, Byro needs to do it. Yeah.
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 Even
no.
though there is still the unreleased Anissian song, which I got him to make for apparently no reason.
Is it? Did he finish it?
No,
Oh.
no, it's just so good that he needs to. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad I got him working on it anyway. But
And there's so much hate for Toto in the chat. You know what? Y'all don't know good music.
Oh,
Don't know good music.
Tickle Trunk's Dead On though. In the Air Tonight by Genesis.
That's a good one too, but it's not as good as Toto. Toto did the theme, the entire score to Dune. Anyway, let's move on. This is too much. I'm getting triggered.
Yeah.
I am getting triggered.
This next news item is actually kind of a downer.
I take my Zebrew faith very, very seriously. Yeah, no, this is pretty serious stuff actually.
Well, it's a downer, but I mean, it is also one of these things. Like the video we're about to show you is genuinely incredible to watch. It's I mean, it's terrifying when you realize what's going on and what people are going through, but to see what it looks like in this way is pretty insane.
Yeah, this is pretty nuts. This is from the earthquake that unfortunately hit Mexico City. You know what's weird, too, is that earthquake hit southern Mexico last week, and we were having a talk about it, and you were like, it would be so fucking bad if it hit Mexico City. And I was like, yeah, it would, dude. It totally would. And then yesterday, you messaged me. It's like, dude, guess what? And here we go.
Yeah, the death toll.
Wait, what was that?
The death toll right now is over 225.
Oh, fuck. Stay strong, Mexico.
No.
No mames, Tania, güey. No mames, Tania. Aún esto, Dios mío. No mames. No,
Oh, yeah, what was the time code that we were supposed to start this at?
That one was considerably further up.
Was it like 2?
Was it not timestamped?
It was, but like when you put it into my circle, a lot of times it erases the timestamp.
Oh, I see. I'll go find it real quick.
It should be. It should be in the Skype chat, actually.
Yep. The that timestamp. There it is. What the fuck? Wrong. Stop it.
People are role playing in our chat. What are you guys doing?
3 minutes 53 ought to be good. 3 minutes 50 ought to be all right.
50. Okay.
Yeah. What are they doing?
Oh yeah. Here we go. This is
Look
insane.
at this fucking building go. And watch the tower on the top.
And people flooding out of it as fast as they possibly can. Oh, man. This breaks my heart.
And then a little later on, too.
Yeah, don't walk. Get the fuck out.
Coming down.
You still got the music playing, though.
Yeah. I mean, Mexico City it's got a big, like, downtown metro area.
Yeah.
But it just sprawls on and on and on.
It's one of the biggest cities in the world.
Yeah. Now this, just shortly after this is when you get, I mean, because there have been a lot of buildings that have come down.
Yeah.
And you saw the way that one was shaking?
Yeah.
It's fucking terrifying to imagine just like being in a city this dense and packed and to have this going on. The Ring of Fire is
dude, it is no fucking joke. It is no fucking joke. Mother Nature is pissed. Oh. Whew. God damn. There's a ton
Another
of
incidents of clearly controlled demolition. The earthquake itself was inspired by HARP. They now control the earth waves. The earth keeps itself together with the plates. They're held together by a series of waves that the government has found how to tap into.
Right.
And no, that wasn't the same building. The little radio tower on top was different, but buildings have been going down left and right.
So let's move on to some Streamlabs real quick, and then we'll move on to the next segment. We got Cummy Queen. I'm late, but is this seriously the last Midweek Saints? No, we just were doing this so you'll actually watch the show.
Yeah, that and also the world's gonna end on Saturday, as we saw.
Right,
We never
I
got
mean-
to the end of that video where he actually said the world's just gonna straight up end. All we know is that there's one shitty detective who's not gonna be able to help us because
That's true.
too focused on cigarette butts.
There was only like 3 seconds left. I don't think it said anything else. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just in case the world comes to an end, but if not, then obviously there will be some more Saints, of course. But also, clickbait. Ideological limbo. Hashtag praise the format. Hashtag praise the format. Hashtag Zebrarians of peace. Here's a fresh blessing, my dude. Chatelet. Chatelet to you, dude. Saul Ben. Chatelet. I sub both your channels. Long time listener. First time yada yada. Don't have much, but I wanted to give something for all the hours of enjoyment you've given me. Well, hopefully we can keep giving back to you.
That's a cup of coffee right there for both of us.
Goddamn right it is. Goddamn right it is.
That's
So
important shit.
we're gonna switch over to here, and I'm gonna go pee. I'm gonna go find my bucket, and Nick's gonna play with the chat, and then we're gonna do.
with the chat.
And real quick, before I do go pee, if you guys want to hang out with us, the potential to hang out with us, the Discord link is down in the description. You can hop into the waiting room. We roll a random number generator, and then we just drag somebody in, and we just hang out for like the next, I don't know, however long we do this. So if you'd like the chance to, let's do it.
This is format light right here. This is midweek format. The format's still cooking. It's culturing. You know, kind of like you put any random old biological material into a petri dish and then put it under a light and then just leave it out into the open, see what happens. It's that kind of thing. So I'm here and don't play too low. Okay, did you Tariq your Nasheed? Oh, I can tell you my Nasheed is Tariqed as it gets. I mean, I even went up and decided like the little terry flaps up in there and I scraped them bitches out with a piece of goddamn dental floss mounted on a toothpick. Kind of look like one of those things that animal control comes through to get those crazy dogs and goats out of your backyard with. You know, a little noose thing. They take them by the neck, and then I presume they just hang them somewhere, probably off a freeway over ramp, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to what that's up. Yeah, but my Nasheed's very Tariqed. Hey, Zebro, yep, play with us. I'm here. Come on, give me something to work with, people. Earthquakes caused by global climate change. Not really good. I'd assume that earthquakes, if they had a cause, it was probably tectonic shifts within the plates. Although I have been curious about the claim that fracking might be feeding that somehow on smaller levels. I could kind of see that because after all, that oil shit does sort of lubricate tectonic plates, or so I'm told. I don't know. I don't study that as much as I study Spain. So,
España.
Up. What are the best condiments for Zebra National Franks? Chili and cheese. The chili.
Yeah, good answer.
The chili cheese dog is the cornerstone of the Zebronic diet. It's if we, you know, when they come up with a word for halal or kosher or whatever they want to, you know, just stripey. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna center around the nutrients you get from chili cheese dogs.
We are number 16 on Twitch in real life.
Base Mama, I don't love. Well, there's only one person on earth that I love, so go feed your babies and know that at least you love them.
Number 1 on Twitch in real life is somebody saying, now accepting daddy applications. Gross! Alright.
Does it pay? How much does it pay?
I don't know. The thumbnail didn't speak to me, to be honest with you.
It's gonna send that shit along to a coach or two that I know. It's all about being daddy.
Gross. No little fetish. Thank you. All right, let's start counting them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Shady Birch. Okay. Oh, I can go. No, listen, I can't go to hell, Based Mama. There ain't no such place, and I don't think I'd even be invited there. Honestly, like hell is sort of like the, you know, the pre-booked Airbnb of the afterlife.
All right, so first person we're going to be dragging in is a person by the name of Sergeant Derpy Hooves 91. Hey, Sergeant Derpy Hooves number 91. You should unmute yourself, but
it's Sergeant Derpy Hooves 91. Just trying to let us know. Unmute yourself. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah, that just came in.
There we go.
I was like, hey.
Hello.
I didn't boo you. You can blame.
1 second. Let me take the stream. I got like an echo going on in my head.
I bet you do. We're in your head, man.
Okay, I'm in.
We're inside you. Open up and let
Sorry,
open
I
up
don't
and
give a shit.
open up and let the love of Zebro inside you.
Oh yeah, I will.
Good.
Inside me.
Yeah, it's gonna be another one of those things. Like a few weeks from now, we're gonna keep up with the meme, and neither of us is gonna remember exactly where it started.
Yeah, we'll have no idea. We're like, I don't know.
Right?
What is
I'll be
this
honest,
Zebro shit?
I'll tell you, Hoops. I'll tell everyone in the chat here. Honestly, if there was like a straight week, Jeff and I were like, "Yeah, moon juice. Hey, moon juice. Where the fuck did this moon juice thing come from?"
Oh yeah, no, I still don't really remember
Yeah,
where.
I actually remember that.
I vaguely remember it had something to do with
stream.
spirit science, right?
I don't remember the subject. I just remember that. Yeah, it was. You were like, I don't remember how this happened. I'm like, yeah.
I think it was when we did Spirit Science as the oversubbed. I'm pretty sure. That does sound about right.
Well, they did. I mean, the whole
time,
that scene does actually have there were space Jews which came here on and created humans, right? That is a thing. I know that much. So I think it probably had something to do with that.
That's why I'm talking to you while I'm working.
How's what do you do, man?
I clean people's like businesses.
Oh.
Yeah, I buff floors. I strip them.
Have you ever thought of printing out and leaving little motivational notes for the office people, or like the office workers?
The funny thing is, I cleaned an alternative school, and they left like a whiteboard and some pens. So I was like, with the name Jake on it, and I was like, or it was Finn. It was either Finn or Jake, and I actually drew like Jake. I drew Jake and said, dang it.
An Adventure Time.
I said happy. Yes, I was like, have a nice time have a nice summer, Finn, or whatever.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's cool.
I was like,
yeah.
Hopefully, some of the kids actually saw it, but I doubt it.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was pretty fun.
If I was a teacher and I walked in and I saw like, oh shit, the fucking cleaning guy left a message for the kids. All right, that's gonna stay up. That'll stay up until I make sure they've all seen it.
The most dangerous man I've ever known in my life. He was a janitor for about 14 years or so, but his entire life was go in the late graveyard shift, go and clean up like office blocks, go and clean up fucking schools, that sort of thing.
That's what I do.
Right. And then he'd go home, he'd crash for 4 hours, he'd wake up, and he'd go to 2 consecutive different martial arts classes. He would then train his body for the next 3 hours straight, and then go to work and do it again. And he just did that every fucking day. Dude was fucking crazy. Weird crazy. And the nicest guy you'd ever meet. Nice.
Free Press to Kekistan says that it was the layman stream we had.
Oh, okay. That sounds about. The layman has a way of just manipulating you into like saying the weirdest, craziest shit.
Yeah, I'm still not entirely certain what the fuck shrimp pill even means. So, but you know what? I trust him with it. So
I trust him with it too. Like I am convinced now that Hitler is actually a werewolf, or was.
I want to say though, Hose, I really do. I think you should actually not even so much motivational, just like reminders of the lessons that maybe they forget in their rat race lives. These office workers, people in banks. I'm imagining maybe. Yeah, just slip little notes, being like, just like little notes into their desks and shit, top drawer, so pick it up and be like, remember, it can always get worse.
Oh yeah,
these kind of things.
Yeah.
Never write off or forget or ignore the opportunity to harmlessly and perhaps productively fuck with a stranger by virtue of your day to day. Yeah, I think it's a very important thing.
Absolutely. What was which god in Hinduism had multiple arms? There was a bunch of them. I'm trying to remember.
Kali, I think.
Yeah, I think Kali did.
Could have been.
I need to like
Kali had 8 arms, I think.
Macaulay.
Macaulay Culkin had 9 arms.
Macaulay Culkin.
Well, Macaulay Culkin's bastards all have multiple digits and shit, like 6 toes on a foot and all that. Because heroin's a hell of a thing.
Hey man, he was a perfect plant for Michael Jackson. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Don't touch him. You don't touch him. He's like the perfect plant of going. No, he didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was Shiva. Shiva had multiple arms.
Shiva did? Okay.
I think Vishnu might have.
Maybe.
Vishnu was the... No, wait, Ganesh. Ganesh was the elephant.
Ganesh was the elephant, but Ganesh might have had multiple arms. I think a lot of them did. A lot of them.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the thing. It's like, ancient Indian culture and even modern Indian culture is like, it's probably so much like, I have to do so much here, or I wish I had 2 other sets of arms. But I wish I had 3 other sets of arms. Eight hands. Oh, this is so much better. I will be so very productive until the Muslims come over and smack me in the head with a mallet.
A little dark. A little dark.
Well, listen, I mean, if you've ever seen Slumdog Millionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you see what happens to dude's mom, but you never see what happens to dude's dad, and that was the thing.
That's the one movie that I have not actually seen. Everybody
you should. Yeah, dude.
Good movie.
Dude, you should watch that movie. You should watch that movie. It's really fucking good.
The fact that dude, too, I mean, like, he gets every role as this, like, epic Indian hero in Western cinema now. Because he's a very talented actor.
Yeah.
But he's like, if people want to bitch about, like, an absence of diversity in Hollywood, why isn't that dude a fucking, like, star right now? It's like he's led his own films multiple times, and everyone's still like, "Oh, isn't that the IT guy from that Jeff Daniels show on HBO?"
Oh,
the news one?
I
mean, it's like, no, dude, no, that's Slumdog Millionaire. That's the dude who rode in a boat with a tiger.
Yep.
That ought to be your fucking reboot trade. How about that?
I thought that was...
Oh, Life of Pi? Yeah, Life of Pi.
I thought that was Life of Pi. Yeah.
That was Life of Pi, yeah.
That was Life of Pi, yeah.
Tiger in a boat. I thought that was Life, but it is what it is.
I only know about 3 movies like that. 2 of them I found on Pornhub. It's gotta be this. Yeah, it's like, it's like you log it up. You check out Pornhub and you look at the description of the video, right?
I actually wanted to be pretty much what Lacey Green was, but actually better, because I would have been like, I want to talk to everybody. I want to show everybody that sex is not bad. Just do it safely, and we're all good. And don't force people.
Right.
Fuck
right.
My mind is going in terrifying directions right now, trying to link up that to a tiger in a boat. So that's fun.
Oh my god.
So you got anything, Derpy Hooves? You got anything you want to shill, promote, say to the world? Anything at all?
Jeff, I loved the Kekistan. Just saying.
Aww.
I love that video.
I appreciate it, buddy.
For a good few weeks. Not a few weeks, like months.
Aww. Well, we love you, buddy. We love you, buddy. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks for stopping in.
And next time that you're in Washington, man, come on.
Yeah, no. Next.
I was working.
Are you up around the Seattle area?
Yeah.
Okay, so next time I'm going up there to do a studio appearance with DP. Hopefully they give me more warning this time. But if they do, I'll let everybody know like well ahead of time. I'll come up. We'll hang out. It'll be a lot of fun. It's always a gas. All right, you take care, buddy. We'll talk to you again soon.
All right.
Cheers.
Bye.
All right, so I while we were talking and hanging out, let me see if I can actually open this up. How am I actually gonna open this real quick? I just decided to like say fuck it and kind of like make something really fast. So I will. Yeah.
Well, that's fun.
Here, I'm gonna share screen with you real quick so you can see it as well. And let's go here. There we go. I made Zebro.
That's
No, I mean
no. I mean, I see potential here. I see a lot of potential.
a lot of potential. I just want to inspire people. I live to inspire. That's really all it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, just slowly replace the things, at least the symbols in his hands. But
Next, it needs to like we'll replace the scimitar with like Leroy or something.
you want to know the funny thing? You're not even gonna get slammed with cultural appropriation at all, because the Indians are grown-up people and they don't give a fuck.
And they're pretty fucking chill. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
No, I
give. They're
know.
like, wait a second, he took Ganesh and he put a zebra head on top. Why did he do that? Then fuck it. Does it look good? That's good. That's a pretty good Photoshop.
Pretty
That's not
good.
bad.
Pretty
Oh,
good,
hold
my
on.
dude.
Excuse me. Click.
Shoo,
Hello,
shoo.
my name is William. I am here to help you with your student loan debts.
God
Can
damn
I
it.
please get your credit card and social security number?
That has happened
Oh
far
yes,
too
no.
many times for
My
me.
name is Thomas. Oh, William Thomas. That is my name.
12, 13, 14,
So.
15, 16, 17.
I've been getting
18,
a lot of scam calls lately about my student loans.
No, I have too, actually. A few people were really sweet, and they were talking about getting a bot or something figured out for the Discord channel that we could use to randomly pull people in. I'll look into that when I have more time. I just have not gotten a chance to. I gotta. Wow, shit. Okay, that's easy.
24.
Yeah. Well, 24 out of 24. That means next up
Come
is
on in.
Zeta Blues. Come on in, Zeta Blues. Hello, Zeta
Welcome
Blues.
to the YouTube Saints boy. How's
I'm
your
back.
day been going?
Hey, how you doing?
Wait a second, he's back.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah.
Boot this muffin. We need new blood in here. I'm like,
Oh no!
I'm like,
No!
I need the blood of the young and the fresh.
The Lord knows I'm not young and fresh.
I bet you're still tight.
Well, oh gosh, no! I finally got a root canal from. Remember last time when I had a tooth infection? So there's that. Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, savage dude.
It's a pain, yeah.
So your face is feeling better then, yeah?
Oh, I've had this root canal for weeks, so yeah, I'd hope so.
That's good. That's good, man. That's good to hear. How's your week been so far, other than the root canal?
You know, like, alt-right really just needs to stay off of Sargon's videos. They're like swarming everywhere in the comments sections. So it's just like I don't even get past 10 comments before like I see the 14 words.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then I just, oh wow, somebody's talking about like me here saying that no more Yankee philosophy, and I'm like, what the heck is a Yankee philosophy?
I couldn't even begin to tell you. Honestly, the thing is, and this is something that's really important for a lot of content creators to remember, because a lot of people are very, very nervous about playing with the alt-right, about poking them. The thing that you have to remember is there's a finite amount of them, and that number, while it might seem kind of intimidating, is actually in reality extremely small. But they all have nothing better to do than to jump all over everybody's dick as soon as they say something that they might not like. So that's what happened with Sargon. This has happened with me, with like Kraut, with anybody. It's just it's tiring.
Let me also offer this. It's something worth considering is that the whole anti-SJW skeptic crowd, right? All of this shit, like the shit that we admire and respect, is based around the ability to call out shit ideas on how shit they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
These people are just anti-SJWs with their own versions of shit ideas.
Yep, pretty much.
And it's fine because you share common ground in some way doesn't mean a person isn't fucking retarded. And let's
Oh,
be
yeah,
honest.
by far.
Let's be honest. I mean, with the progressive social justice movement, we've like seen the brainwashing mechanisms that have been built up in academia. We see how biased media is. We see how the entire, like big systems have been built to encourage people to be these feckless, unlikable cunts.
True.
But when it comes to the alt-right, yeah, these are lots of people who go out of their way to intellectually justify their dog shit ideology. And that's, I mean, and some people are tempted to say hats off to them for trying to do that. And okay. But at the same time, it's a dog shit ideology that is populated with dog shit ideas, that is led by disingenuous or otherwise just flat out fucking stupid people with bad ideas. And that's sort of the centerpiece. That needs to be the centerpiece in my mind of what it is that this particular skeptic wokeness that people are aspiring to needs to be about. Do you see a shitty idea in front of you? Are you going to call it shit and break it down and explain why it's shit over and over again? Oh, good. All right. Well, then should you be concerned with what the people who believe in that shit think about you? Well, did you give a fuck what SJWs thought about you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that brings me to another point. I get this whole, like, ugly duckling vibe whenever I'm around someone of my own race. I know I've mentioned this in chat before, but I don't know if you guys were there. I'm black. I always get like referred to as some sort of like race traitor or a coon, and I'm like, you guys like really are that like upset by words being thrown around, but you call each other coon, which requires black people to be on a separate moral level than white people. And it's just like, this is really messed up of a way to go about things. Like, if you want to be like equal, that's fine, but if you're trying to actually be above somebody, if you're going to keep playing this game of power politics, like, talking down your own allies isn't productive either way it goes. It's just,
I've been thinking
not good.
I agree. I've been thinking about this a lot too. So, you have the ultra progressive apologetic left that says basically all white people have to be allies and they all have to feel bad about their role in like white supremacy. So they're dictating a standards of practice and behaviors that white people have to follow, and I find that awful and repulsive. So I can't just like necessarily quite understand on the same level because it's at least quantifiably different, but I feel a kinship with fellow black YouTube creators and outspoken people in black communities who say the things that they believe, and then they get called things like coon and Uncle Tom, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's the same thing. This is a standard of practice that you have to adhere to because of what you fucking look like, something that you had no control over. What the fuck?
It's really messed up, especially like they build communities based purely off skin color. Now, I'm not saying that you can't have things in common with somebody else who's your same ethnicity, but like just to build an entire community based off of this single foundation that you can't really help.
Well, Zeta, I mean, if I was to ask you to, and it's an impossible question, but it's one of those like. Right, this question, it's an impossible question, but it's like, can you answer? Come up with something. If it's like one word to describe you, right? Give me a term that describes you. How far back on the list is black?
It's one of the last things I think of, honestly.
And that's the thing, is that like people who. It's the libertarian sort of mantra at this point. Those who focus on race, like if being a black man is the first thing you amongst everything else you are, that either means that you're unhealthily obsessed with being black,
or really fucking uninteresting,
or there's nothing else going on with you.
Yeah, you need to get a hobby or something.
I'm Jewish. I'll tell you, I'm Jewish when I find it entertaining. That's it. That's honestly it. I'm a white European mutt, but I mean I come from like a 50% Jew stock, like Slavic Russian Jew. Yeah.
Oh goodness.
And yeah, it's one of these, like, when I see people getting upset about anti-Semitism, like perceived anti-Semitism, I can't identify. I can't say I know what it's like to be a black man. But when I see people getting up in arms about anti-Semitism, and I see what it is, it's like someone said something. Oh no! Someone said something. Oh fuck! No, I don't give a fuck. And I've been seeing it within, like, I've been seeing a lot of, there's like this movement within a lot of it's just a thing of, I've seen a lot of black people picking up. It's like, oh God, the other blacks are upset.
Oh gosh,
I better be upset. God, this is stupid. And it's like almost I want to just reclaim the term woke at this point. It's like, well, are you woke?
No,
what does that mean?
We got a better one. We got a better one. All these people can be as woke as they want. The best one is, the best answer to hashtag woke is hashtag well slept. I'm not just woke.
Get your good 8 hours in.
Right. I'm well slept. I can actually think about this rationally. I don't need to be woke. I got enough sleep. It's okay.
It's especially awkward, though, being like the only one in your family and in your microcosm of family that doesn't directly support Black Lives Matter.
You know what? Try asking that question though the next time. Ask them,
Yeah?
like, in the litany of things that you are. If I asked you to describe yourself in one singular word, that was the first thing that came to mind. Is it black, or is it something about you as a person? Ask them that, and just see if they answer black first. Don't even just be like, if I had, if I asked you to describe yourself in one word, what would it be?
Right.
That's actually probably the biggest philosophical question I have to chew on for the next couple days.
Father.
Certainly appreciate it. I'll have it rehearsed in my mind by Thanksgiving.
Listen, I ain't a philosopher. I had a whole bunch of Catholics telling me, because I haven't spent a whole bunch of time reading a whole bunch of philosophy texts, that I got no business talking about whether or not there's a God. So you don't take my word for it.
But there's another part of it too, though, and I've noticed that this is very, very common. And I talk to a lot of people of various different walks of life. If you talk to somebody who says Black Lives Matter, I would say you have a 95% chance if you're like, sure, Black Lives Matter, but like, can I point you to this example of a group of Black Lives Matter doing something really, really fucking nuts? They're always going to say the same thing. 95% of the time, they're going to say the same thing. Like, yeah, they're fucking crazy. Those people, I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do over there. That's fucking ridiculous. I'm not into that kind of thing. And that's because most people are good people. In their hearts, they're good people. It's the same thing with like feminism. You can't argue with the idea of feminism. Feminism sounds like a good idea. Black Lives Matter sounds like a good idea. So when it's just the idea of it, people will fall into it because, yeah, that sounds good, but they will make the distinction when it goes too far, I hope. And that's really that line that you have to navigate when you're talking to people that you care and love about, is, are they drifting so far that they're willing to accept the really crazy parts, or are they willing to be like, Black Lives Matter, but cut your crazy shit over here? Like, that's the line. That's the line, you know?
Yeah. Well, like, in particular, what was... Oh, right. So, I was talking to a friend of mine who I used to work with. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no, Heidi. It's 3:30 where one of our...
Good night, Heidi.
Viewers is. So, good night, Heidi Frost.
Oh, okay. All right. Talking to a buddy of mine, asking him what justifies rioting, looting, actually going out on the streets and being intimidating. Because, I take homage to that, especially like within, my own race, but even when I see it for things like white nationalists or otherwise, like going out in the streets and intimidating. And he says, well, if I were, like, the first thing he says, like, even though he says, but that's beside the point afterwards, is that, well, maybe there's some level of moral justification. It's just like, what? like going around and looting people that have nothing to do with the system that you're saying is keeping you down. You're going to say that that's a reason to go around rioting and looting?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah. I don't know. Because I've run into that too, and I can't really quite understand the justification. I really can't. You know.
Well, I don't. I guess the problem is I don't understand their reasoning. I am among the school of Jordan Peterson, where it seems like whenever they do these sorts of things, they're in like a trance, and when they snap out of it, they just look at what they've done, and they're just saying, "Oh, well, I didn't do this. I just picked up something from a store," and they don't really realize exactly what they've done.
Let me offer this perspective though. I mean, one thing I've never, and I always love considering perspective and motivation.
You're back.
If that's the case, I mean, consider if you've got a hurricane, right, or some massive natural disaster, which makes the world look like it's coming to an end. Yeah.
Yeah.
If the world was coming to an end, I would probably at least start out going to try and get whatever it was I needed to survive. And then if nobody was manning the registers, I would smash and grab everything I could to enhance my survival. Now, granted, the looting you see is always like, oh, I'm taking out stacks of fucking sneakers, packs of jeans, all this shit. I'm surprised more people don't loot pharmacies, to be honest. That, even if it is the apocalypse, that right there is your stock in trade. If you can loot a whole pharmacy.
No, really though, if me being myself, if I were to go loot someplace, the pharmacy'd probably be on the first of my list. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, and that way, even whoever got to the gun shop before you did and survived with the guns, you can get the guns you want by trading with them because, you know, you've got all of the medications.
Talk about the optimal free market society the libertarians talk about.
See, maybe that's what's really going on. Maybe I'm actually at this point now, having seen that, you know, hurricanes and natural disasters bring about at least an artificial version, a hologram of the end of the world. Then I want that guy T to write an article about why looting in a time of crisis is libertarian and virtuous.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Goodness gracious, that is a thought for certain. I gotta actually share this stream once, like, because I have libertarian.
Please share it.
Like,
I hope you'd share the stream anyway. That's
oh
the
yeah, I usually
idea
do.
to yeah. But,
Well,
I usually like promote you guys anyways, but yeah.
Aw, I appreciate that, buddy. Well, is there anything you want to shill? Anything you want to, like, share with the chat, share with the stream? Anything like that, buddy?
Just wish me luck this weekend. I'm going to meet the honey badgers in Dayton. It's in my home state.
Let me tell you, I've met, I think all the honey badgers at this point, except for, I didn't get a chance to meet Karen. And Anna. Anna and Karen
probably also didn't meet Max Derrick because he wasn't at VidCon.
Oh no, I didn't. No, but I met Allison and I met Woke Doge, and yeah, no, fantastic people. You're gonna love them. They're great, lovely people.
And Woke Doge is. I mean, if he's not there, he's kicking the living shit out of his cancer right now.
Yep.
Went into his third round of chemo, and if he's still up and bitching about it, yeah,
he's good.
Yeah,
he's
it
good.
means it's a good time, right?
You don't need to worry about a soldier when he stops bitching.
All right. Well, hey, man, I hope we get a chance to talk to you again, buddy.
All right, I'll be around.
All right, sweet.
Night,
later, buddy. All right.
Come on, random number machine.
Random number machine. I'm just stretching for a minute before we keep going.
Predict the futures of my conversation.
Somebody's saying I have to check the Twitter for Zebrew. Let me check real quick. Let's see what this is.
Oh, there it is.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's already. Well,
no.
Apparently there's a beer called Zebrew.
Is there really?
Yeah.
We got let's see. Let's switch over to the official YouTube Saints Twitter feed. We got some Zebrews here. They apparently support Kekistan. That's very nice of them. That's very nice. Praise to be Zebro. You Zebroni. Oh, man. Good shit. Good shit, guys. Appreciate you. Love
apparently
you.
Zebrew is a beer.
Is it? Okay.
that makes you know, it's kind of you know, it's understandable. Let's consider the development of the religion of Zebruism. I mean, at this point, I am one of its prophets.
True. I think we
And-
could both be considered.
Oh, goddamn!
What?
I'm gonna get the link. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, it's this is something worth sharing. I think it
where
says everything about.
Why do you gotta send it to me in Skype? That means I have to like go to the whole screen. Whoop.
Oh, I'll send it to you.
No, it's too late. It's too late. It's too late,
No.
Nick.
No, what we've got here, this.
Hey, that's pretty good.
This is from December 12th of 2015 too. So there were prophets beforehand of the coming of Zebruism.
Yeah. Here we go. You could see right there.
Mm-hmm.
Someone called this animal a zebra. People spend their lives crazy. Obviously, that is a zebra. That's a zebra horse. That is a zebra horse.
It is a majestic creature, and hang on, go up. No, you need to show their Twitter handle. This person is a prophet.
Okay.
They are
all
a
right.
prophet, even though let's see.
Their name
Oh
is
boy, liberal anarchist. All right,
Planet
that's
of Puppets.
fine. Oh yeah, from Spain, Valencia, Spain. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well done. Well done.
So, I'm gonna let them know right now from the YouTube Saints. account.
Blessings of zebra upon you, sir. Blessings of zebra upon you. All right, I'm gonna start counting so we can get our next person in. Fucking hell, dude. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Got the count. Let's roll. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We next have in the program Duke CT45. Duke CT45. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, Duke it.
Dukect.
Duck
Dukect.
it. Duck it.
Dukect 45.
Nah, his name's Duck.
You know, one of my favorite characters in Deep Space Nine was straight up was Gul Dukat. Gul Dukat was fucking the shit. He was fucking great.
Oh my god, so many zebras.
I loved the actor who played Gul Dukat. Like when they did the episode with where Cisco was like a sci-fi writer in like the 50s or 60s or something like that.
Vaguely remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Gul Dukat and Jeffrey Combs as Wayun was him and Dukat were cops and were like total shitheads. So fucking good, man. So good. Mark Alamo, or Alamo. I think it's Alamo. I don't think it's Alamo. Mark Alamo is really fucking good. He's incredible.
Ducky.
Somebody said Garrick was cooler. Obviously, Garrick and Quark were the best characters in DS9. Everybody knows that.
You there, boy? You there, my dude? Come on, be alive.
I'm just
No,
babbling
no,
about
no.
DS9 because I love DS9. But
Hello.
hey, oh,
Holy shit!
Oh my gosh! I finally got through.
oh my god!
Praise be the format.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you
You
doing?
know how
Oh,
it works
man.
here. I like that.
Oh gosh. Oh man. Hey man. Man. How you doing, Nick? How you doing? It's been a while, brother.
Yeah, nice.
And funny enough, the last interview, I actually showed this on Twitter. Actually, the last interview we had, guess what happened to it? It got demonetized.
What?
Test that shit.
Yeah, I looked at it. I did it, and I was like, and funny enough, the one I did with Razor Fist, which got a lot more, it's still monetized. Actually,
Really?
maybe. Yeah, that's weird.
Well, it's official. It's official. Nick is more Razor Fist is more monetizable than Nick is.
Well, yeah, but hey, I don't know. It is what it is, brother.
It's
But
because
anyway.
Nick's a Jew.
I thought he was a moon Jew.
I'm a Zebru.
He's he is by faith a Zebru.
I'm the Zebru Pope at this point.
Oh yes. But anyway, y'all talking about Deep Space Nine. I love that show.
Sorry, I need to.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And
And honestly, funny enough, I wanted one day to actually do like an interview or talk to you, Jeff, because not only you probably talk about Deep Space Nine, but also the one and only Mass Effect. Remember that game? How fun it was, how it was actually great, and then Mass Effect Andromeda happened, and I actually spent $60+ on it because I had faith. I had the PC version, and I had faith, and they broke it. They destroyed it.
I heard the gameplay was still good though. The gameplay was good, but the story was crap.
Oh god, the story, the writing, the story, the glitches. My god, the glitches. And you have to wonder, did they even, it's just while I was playing, I was like, did they even care?
Right.
It felt like there was a rush job. Something that,
You know the concept of the uncanny valley, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
I look up. I have a mirror, so I know what that means.
The whole idea of like as we make robots and machines more human, eventually like the terror deepens because they start looking a lot like humans, but you can tell that they're not human. So Mass Effect Andromeda had that effect for me too. Just recently, I found out there's this like 18-year-old model on Twitter. This guy, he's like 18 years old, and he does his makeup up to look like a Ken doll, and I swear to God, he triggers me like Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm like, that is not a human. That is a fucking robot. I am not comfortable with this at all. What the fuck? Why are you following him, Lacey Green? This is creepy.
Oh, yes. But honestly, the world has gone... It just seems like every second, it seems like the world has gone more and more crazy. It seems like any other person who came in here talking about, like, for example, the whole alt-right, which is funny because I always look at them and I'm saying, like, this is to me one of the most pathetic things of them at the alt-right is that they look at themselves and they say, well, I'm white, so that means I'm better than you. And I'm like, did you? And it says to me, it's the same thing with these black nationalists and all this stuff. They think you're black or white, or if that means you're great. Like, what works have you done? What have you done to actually prove yourself? I mean, you talk about all Aristotle, all this stuff, all those things, those kings. Those kings earned what they had. They had to work for the most part.
It almost sounds like a white version of We Was Kings, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
The alt-right,
wow.
Absolutely.
What a coincidence.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's almost like the alt-right isn't even the parallel between SJWs, but they're actually the fringe parallel of like the Kemet community.
Yes, they are. That's it. They are basically, them and this whole, they just merged together. No, they are just so perfect together. It's
biggest Mikey on Twitter just reminded me. Here's the thing: the alt-right, they are the fringe backswing equivalent of the Kemet We Was Kings style black empowerment movement. That's what that is.
Yes.
And if you want the hard, if you want like the hard right, weird right fucking SJW style shit, you go for Stefan Molyneux or you go for Steven Crowder.
Oh, I actually, liked Stefan Molyneux once upon a time because he seemed to have some decent sense, and I watched some of his old videos, especially his stuff on the war on drugs. It was like, man, this dude was great. And then you look at him now, he's like, I'm like, well,
you took too many red pills, bro. You need to lay off the red pill suppositories.
No, I
stuffing that shit up your ass, and then you keep coming back around with all these crazy ideas.
I feel you on the Stefan Molyneux stuff too, because it's true. A lot of the stuff that he used to espouse, especially like his peaceful parenting kind of things, I thought were pretty good ideas. Some of his viewpoints on a lot of socio-political issues were really interesting, and I actually really, really liked them. But homeboy is just getting fucking out of control, and just every week, this fucking bald-headed, dickhead-looking motherfucker is trying to tell me how my country needs to adjust its politics. Like, I'm sorry, Mapleback, get the fuck off my goddamn podium. Like, this is my country.
Yes.
Fuck off.
It's funny, and it's all this other stuff. I mean, sure, immigration is an issue, and all these other things are issues.
Sure.
But you can't just say, okay, I look at some of his Twitter things like, a 30-year ban on immigration. I'm like, huh?
Oh,
That ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work.
Hell no. Hell no.
And even better, he's like, ban immigration, put this stuff, and build a wall, which would be hilarious because the only reason why these people actually, if you look at this, facts and everything, the reason why there are so many illegal immigrants is, not because they walked or do all that stuff, is that they just they overstay their welcome, they overstay their green cards and everything else. That's it.
Even beyond that, no, even, I made a recent point about this, and it was that even beyond that, if you take that illegal immigrant who, like, dashes to the border and hops their way over and I'm going to make a new life here. Like, if you look at the kind of shit they actually usually have to deal with and go through, I mean, people walk through the desert. Through the fucking desert. Just to maybe cook your food or paint your porch or some shit like that. And it's not even about, they're stealing the jobs. It's about, like, the lengths people will go to for things that they want.
Yeah.
You think a wall's gonna stop it? There's still three easy ways around that thing.
The fucking
under,
wall.
over, or around.
The wall's not gonna do fucking anything. I view immigration the same way I view the war on drugs, right? So we got bought and sold this idea. It started in the 80s. Well, actually, it started with Nixon, but it really ramped up during the Reagan administration. All about the war on drugs. War on drugs. War on drugs has caused so many fucking innocent American lives because it smashed apart families, especially low income, huge poverty areas, especially because, like, we're still trying to deal with the fact that we have an entire demographic of our fucking country that still historically is more impoverished than the rest, which is black people. So obviously they're going to be falling into this demographic that's going to be falling into the war on drugs. So we're trying to deal with this. We're not actually dealing with it in an appropriate, responsible fucking way at all. Instead, we're throwing, like, non-violent drug offenders into fucking jail. So then you have...
I'm sorry.
No, please, by all means, go ahead.
But and stuff like that, you see, and not just in TV shows and stuff like that. Like, for example, Narcos and everything. You see how much money the cartels and everyone they make on that stuff, man.
Yeah,
and they're like they buy all politicians and police officers and everything else. Shoot, the Cali cartel, they basically had the entire city on lock. They had their whole thing up, and I'm like, and people are like, well, where did they get that money from? It's because it's the supply and demand issue. It's just simple capitalism. Like, if there was no demand for any of the cocaine, weed, or anything else, same as alcohol, prohibition, is that if there was no demand,
be a non-issue. Be a non-issue. And who goes to jail? Who goes to jail in the war on drugs? Not the fucking supplier, not the fucking drug kingpin, not even the fucking drug runners. All of the fucking low-level people who are just trying to get some fucking money to do whatever it is that they need to do. So you never stop the problem. All you do is throw a bunch of people in jail for non-violent drug offenses. So the same thing is happening with illegal immigration right now, right? So you get these kids, you get these families and people, maybe, okay, let's say they didn't just pass on their own and wander through the desert. They actually go and they enlist what are they called? Are they called burros?
Coyotes.
They enlist coyotes and shit to smuggle them across the country. And the coyotes a lot of times will be like, that's fine, but you need to go meet this guy and drop off this package. Now, the dude who's doing this has no interest in dealing any kind of drugs at all. He just wants to get across the fucking border. The coyote ain't going to jail. He'll go to jail. Maybe he'll get picked up by ICE. Maybe he'll get fucking booted out. We need to start thinking about immigration along the same lines we did as the drug war, which is we have to stop focusing on the people that we can catch. We have to start focusing on the things that cause the issue to begin with and give the people that otherwise were caught in the middle of this shit better paths to be good people. Simple as that.
Yes, and that's the best way to do it. And until that whole thing is solved, I don't think so. And it's funny because I'm like listen to some of these people are like, oh, we want a civil war, like outright they want this whole civil war thing, which I'm like, to me it's hilarious because you do realize that those people, those evil gun runners, the drug cartels and everything, the government's gonna probably get them on their side because remember back in the pre-war. They, in fact, I think I need to look this up. They actually had the United States government actually, teamed up with the mafia to make, like, say, to clear out and, like, say, Nazis or anything like that.
Yep.
No, and don't think they won't do that. And people are like, oh, bro, they're white. They'll like people like the Marines, the police. They're white. They're gonna protect. I'm like, nope. They're gonna do the same thing. Like, they're gonna get into your organization, blow it up from the inside, and you're gonna be looking like, oh crap, what happened? They're gonna do and they're gonna be in an even worse situation. And the people in the middle are gonna want suffering. But and hopefully it won't get to that. Hopefully, and
I hope
maybe
not.
it won't because the world's coming to an end in September.
On Saturday.
Exactly. And by the way, it's Duke CT. So
Duck it.
yeah, whatever.
No, I like Duck it more.
Okay.
All right, Duck it. You got something you wanna be shameless, chill, punk?
Oh well, it's the Shameless Show and everything else is my lovely podcast that Nick was already on, the Duke CT Lounge. Well, you can listen to that. You have like stuff, but we mostly talk about like wrestling and video games and the sillier stuff there.
Yes.
You gotta push the link though, man. Push it.
Oh, it's a Duke. It is at youtube.com/DukeCT. But also, I do video reviews. Believe it or not,
Sweet.
A few things of video reviews, and next up is going to be the 50th of the last reviewer standing at vidme.com/DukeCT. By the way, and it will be about. It will be on the one of those interesting pay-per-views WCW has ever made, the 1991 Great American Bash. So that's gonna be real fun.
Cool,
I
man.
linked you. Yeah, I threw
And by the way,
the chat
you...
just now. I threw it in the chat just now.
Yes, thank
I
you.
just
brother.
subbed. I just subbed, man.
Go.
All right.
Go
Thank
sub
you.
the homeboy there.
And also, by the way, Nick, I just got your shirt, by the way.
Oh, you did?
And I will be wearing it for my Halloween review next month. So,
Nice,
trust
dude.
me,
I like it. It's a good
and it's
shirt.
gonna be great.
It's a
So,
good
yes.
shirt. It's
Hell
comfortable.
yeah, dude.
Is it comfortable?
Yes. All right. Yes, it is. I haven't worn
All
it yet, but I will. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys
That is
later.
not a happy review. That's not a helpful review. You go and wear that shirt, and then you come back and report on it on your channel.
I will. I will
I'll
wear
pimp
it.
that shit, huh? Shameless promotion.
All right,
That's
man.
what it is.
Hey, stay cool,
All right.
buddy. And Zebro bless. Zebro bless.
Back at you,
Zero.
brother. Peace.
Zebro.
All right, I'm gonna have you. Like, I swear to God, man, I love drinking wine when we do the show. I'm really feeling it.
Me too.
It's so nice,
All
but
my
I swear
wine
to
is-
God, it goes right fucking through me. So I'm gonna make you fucking hang out with the chat again, guys. Everybody,
All right.
entertain
Come
Nick.
on now.
Entertain Nick.
Yes, entertain me. What would you like to know? He talks fast. Is it Duke CT? Yeah, that's not a question for me. Yeah, you subbed with a fist, Tickle Trunk. So, now all of a sudden the chat goes. It's like all of you got together and decided to just. No. Okay, we know what's coming. Shh, don't say anything. You drink absinthe when you watch us. That's great. That shit's terrible, wonderful, awful, and amazing, all at the same time. So keep up with that. Dance, Klein. I told you earlier I was Jewish. We don't have rhythm. Can't dance. Is Jeff pissing blood? Place your bets. Yeah, that's a good one. You guys can PayPal bet as to whether or not Jeff is pissing blood as a result of him drinking red box wine for the second time in a week. So if you think Jeff is... Oh, he's back now.
All right. So we're gonna do one more person. Want to make sure we're very, very clear. That way, nobody gets their hopes up. If you're not the next person to get pulled in,
Jeff, be entirely quiet for a second. Chat, I want to give you guys I'm going to give you like 30 seconds. You can actually, I want you to place PayPal bets amongst each other as to whether or not Jeff was pissing blood.
what are they saying?
I'm thinking $1, $2. Yeah, if you guys are putting money up, you have to say whether or not, like, and somebody has to accept that action.
All right, real quick, we had some Streamlabs up in here. We got Sunburnt 2 Turn says enjoy. Thank you very much, Sunburnt 2 Turn. Sergeant Buck says, I have to wonder if the social justice types are aware that people don't use Fallout 3 to build and 3D print their kids. Okay. Pretty sure Dieter's already tried it. I'm pretty sure Dieter has tried it. Love you, Dieter. Love you, Dieter. Oh wait, that didn't even show up. That didn't even show up when I was trying to do my shit right here. And we just actually got another one. Let's see. Mr. Tickle Trunk says yes. I was not peeing blood. I was not. I'm so sick of this world.
All right, guys, in the future, when I ask you to place bets, I want you to, in the chat, say, $5 says this.
You're tearing me apart, Nick!
You have to wait until somebody says, I'll take that, right?
Okay.
So, like, you're betting. I want competitive betting. In addition to super chats and Streamlab chats, I want active commerce in our chat sections. And I want it by way of betting about whether or not, like, I'm passed out when I go off cam and off mic and go off to do something. Maybe I'm going to fall on my floor. Maybe I just need to take a piss and come back. Who knows? If you guys take bets, that's commerce flowing. I like that.
Flowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so our last guest of the night is by the name of Pyre. Hello, Pyre. Hello, how are you?
Holy shit, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah.
You can hear me.
This
is an honor. This is a genuine honor. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're not that cool.
No. Embrace the praise. Embrace the praise. Anyway, how are you two gentlemen?
Pretty fantastic. Pretty fantastic. I'm very full of wine, and Nick is out of wine, and I feel very superior to him.
Dr. Squiggums wants me to talk about our duel we had in the chat.
Uh-oh.
He and I had a chat duel where, I apparently insulted his honor as a Kekistani, but he was too busy posing in an anime style while cocking his flintlock to, prevent me from shooting him with my Dave AR-15 White.
I'm sorry. At this point, posing in an anime fashion, I'm thinking like he was in JoJo pose, yeah. Just like,
I don't know what pose. He didn't go into detail about the pose. He really couldn't because I'd already shot him
rifle. With a flintlock rifle, honestly, motherfucker, if you're gonna pose off against your enemy with a flintlock rifle, you win. You win.
Did you hear that, Dr. Squiggums? You won.
I gotta say, if it's a pose
he's
off,
dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He still won.
But,
he
technically won. He won in spirit, quite literally.
Exactly. He's Lawrence of Arabia right now, except he's dead, and I never watched that movie. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing.
You've never seen Lawrence of Arabia? Are you serious? Oh,
yes.
Nick. Oh my God.
I know. Well, the thing is, I read Dune, so I figure I pretty much know what the story's about.
Oh God, you read through all of Dune.
Yeah.
I've read all of the Dune books. I fucking love them. They're fantastic. But you have to watch the classic Lawrence of Arabia. It is an incredible movie. It's amazing. Dude, T.S. Lawrence. Yeah. Okay, you know what? His quick history lessons for you guys. So T.S. Lawrence, real man, real person. He was a British soldier. He got sent into it was Saudi Arabia and like various Middle Eastern areas. He was sent there I think he was just sent there to scout, but what he ended up doing was he united all of these tribes of Arabia together to fight in the Great War. Now, what's crazy about this is the guy learned how to ride a fucking horse, how to do horseback mounted fucking combat. He learned the dialect. He learned everything about this culture and became effectively a white man warlord leading a fucking horde of Arabian soldiers into fucking battle. Won many decisive victories. Yeah. won huge fucking honors. The
I know
highest
this
honor,
story, yeah.
the highest honor you could possibly get from the British government. Now, here's what's fucked up. This is what's fucked up. Lawrence, when he got back to England and everything was over with, he goes to his commander and he's like, I'm ready to serve. What's my new assignment? And they said, well, nothing, son. No, you're done. You are a national treasure. You're a hero. You've done all that you possibly can. And they dismissed him from the military. They kicked him out. They gave him a big fucking medal, the biggest medal you can possibly get, and they kicked him out. So without anywhere to go, and they wouldn't let him stay in the military because he was such a national treasure, he went back to his mother's house because he had no place of residence of his own. He had no money, he had no nothing. He was a soldier.
Damn.
Right. So he goes to his mother's house. He lives there for several years, doesn't talk to anybody, takes no interviews, does nothing, just sits in isolation and wastes away until one day, one fall day, he goes out on his motorcycle and then crashes inexplicably. Dude's been riding horses, riding motorcycles all of his fucking life. Not a difficult road, no severe road conditions, just loses control of his bike and goes flying off and just breaks his fucking neck against a fucking tree. Now, the story of this is interesting because you have a man who has accomplished more than most people ever will in their entire lives. More than 10 people will in their entire lives. Is skilled at everything that he fucking does, yet somehow just kind of gives up because his life no longer has purpose. That is the most perfect allegory for why every person, every human being, needs to have a focus and needs to have a purpose. Otherwise, even the best of us will always fall.
It kind of makes me wonder why he didn't just go back to Arabia.
T.E. Lawrence. Yeah, I know it's T.E. Lawrence. I'm drunk. Fuck off, chat. I don't know why he didn't go back to. Well, I mean, you know, it was a different time back then. You know, it wasn't really that easy to get back to Arabia. You know.
I figure.
He could have converted to Islam, and gotten his 72 virgins when he died. Missed opportunities all around.
Do they go into detail about the actual, like, what those virgins are? Because, like, one of the jokes a guy told me back in high school is like, you know, they never said that the virgins would be women. And I'm like, is that true?
Ooh.
Like, what is the status of these virgins aside from their virginity? That's actually
true.
A question I've always wondered.
And nobody says that they're going to be pretty virgins. They might be like the ugliest virgins in heaven.
I'll be honest.
Why do you think they're virgins? If they're like all 40.
If you've ever fucked a virgin too, you'd know that that's like nothing to really. That's not a prize. Not really.
I've never fucked a virgin.
No, fucking like virgins are. I mean, if you fuck a virgin, that's basically like more of a duty than a pleasure. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, okay, this is sex. Welcome to it. It's awkward for you and unfortunate and painful and yeah. No, if you're a man who's like breaking a woman in, it's not fun. It's not It's not remotely interesting. It's just kind of awkward and sad. The same way most virgins are when they fuck. So they're like, yeah, we have 72 really bad lays for you waiting.
Man, my first time was so awkward and so uncomfortable. Holy shit. It was so weird.
Mine was with a prostitute.
Mine, I was wearing a corset and thigh-high stockings with this weird fucking chick who was like, I'm gonna make you into a new woman. I'm like, okay. Is this sex? Okay.
Yeah, so Jeff got Black and Deckard.
Oh my god.
It is. I'm not making a story up either. Like, that is legit how I lost my virginity.
That would be how you, of all people, would lose your virginity.
It was really strange. I was dating this woman who was obsessed with transvestites, and I told her that I had like dressed up as a girl a couple of times before. It wasn't really a thing. I mean, it was kind of a thing, but it wasn't really a thing. And so she like dressed me up and like fucked me stupid for my first time. But it's so funny too because like, so I got this chick with these big old fucking hooters, this anime fucking haircut. She's a punk rock chick, right? And she's on top of me and shit, and she's bouncing on your boy's dick. And I'm like, can I like touch the boobs? I don't know. I should touch the boobs. I don't know. That might be rude.
Can I touch a titty?
Is it rude if I grab her boobs while she's having sex with me? I don't know. It was really funny. Like, I think back to it, and I think it's just the funniest fucking thing in the world. It was really weird. Super weird.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird for everyone.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single person alive that was able to make it like even remotely unweird. Like on a scale of weird to not weird, no one's ever even managed to make it to the middle.
Yeah, no, not at all, not at all. No one ever made it to the middle on losing the virginity. It's always awkward. It's always very strange. I was very lucky though,
the
because
stranger the better, I think.
Yeah, well, I was very lucky because like it was very awkward for the first time, and then we passed out.
You break yourself in on this terrible, like weird. This is nothing I was expecting. It's like that's your cum line. It's like I was not expecting this. Right.
Well, I mean, for me, it was a little bit easier too because I was only 16 at the time. It was very awkward that night, but we just passed out. We're like, this is weird. It's not really working very well. So we just passed out. And in the morning, we woke up, and like, being a guy, you wake up and you're like, ready to go. You're just ready to go. Probably because you need to pee. I did not pay attention to the fact that I needed to pee, and I took advantage of that and had actually really good sex for my first time ever trying to have sex. So, sometimes it works out, but that first time is always really awkward. What were we talking about?
The first time is getting the weird out. That's basically what it is.
So, hey, you know what? In fact,
they don't call it strange for nothing.
Well, here's the thing. Instead of actually going out on some note like, hey, bud, there's something you want to shill or promote, let's go out on the note of, what was the awkward and terrible part of your first time?
Yeah.
My first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be the final note to this midweek stream.
I don't really know how to describe it exactly.
And everyone who's watching, keep this in mind when you're thinking whether or not you want to get into the waiting room.
Whether or not you want to be in the waiting. Yeah, no, this is definitely the kind of question I wanted to go out on. Yep. I think my first time, the most awkward part of it was realizing, I think midway through, I didn't necessarily think this girl was hot anymore.
Oh no!
Wow, you cut to the chase real early.
I mean, no, I was able to make it all the way through, but there's just you learn more about people the more you interact with them, and the more I interacted with her, the more I realized this might have been a mistake. But that's my luck. Is I usually, whenever I try a new experience in life, it doesn't matter what it is, I make a mistake, and it usually ruins the first. That's why I always judge experiences by the second attempt I make on them most of the time.
That's probably a much wiser way to look at it, to be honest with you. Yeah, absolutely.
So on that note, we have been your midweek fucking YouTube saints.
And
congratulations, you get to roll us out with us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Roll this show out into the hallway like Grandpa in his wheelchair because he's hoping if they don't know where he is, they won't feed him, and then he could just go away and not be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
So, being the case, we have been your midweek saints. Pyre, do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I do not.
Cool, we got nothing to shill then. All right.
Yes,
Jeff,
absolutely.
Shut this.
We're gonna wrap it up. Catch us on Sunday. For the main fucking show. If we're still here. If
Earth is still here.
If the world has not ended.
Then you'll know why.
If the world has not ended.
You're supposed to be watching this show.
Guys, before we quit, just so you know, I made it a point of fact in the chat to mention that Kekistani people would be immune to the Rapture.
Well, of course
that's not true, but we will get to the Rapture.
It's absolutely true. Do not
it's true. It's true. It's totally true.
God loves our dankness.
Every Sunday, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, the main YouTube Saints over on our YouTube channel. We'll be back next week here on Twitch for our midweek show. We love you guys very much. You are the best. Thank you, everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night.